Steve, when you said one of those calls might go your way this week, Nostradamus, that happened. The video refereeing call.
Yeah, Cody's got ruled a no try, didn't he?
Yeah, well.
I'm joking, Steve. Yeah, well, again, from my point of view, if I look at that, I didn't see, comprehensive, downward movement from, with the hands. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's, that's football, isn't it? There's a couple of calls that probably didn't go our way last week, and as you mentioned, that we were fortunate today, so makes for hopefully we get even share of the good luck next Saturday, and the best team wins.
Steve, you made a late call on changing your halfbacks this week. Can you just tell us what the logic of that was?
Yeah, I just because I named Tui in the halves at the beginning of the week when from a team perspective and the way we trained, I just had got a feeling over the course of the week that I thought Cody would handle the position a little bit better and would be better for today's fit, and I thought he was pretty good.
When did you tell Cody about it?
Good question. I told both the players in the team, Thursday afternoon.
Steve, is that one of your bigger decisions, selection decisions as coach?
Yeah, it was a big decision, in the sense that there was nothing from the point of view with Tui, in the sense he had done nothing wrong, or I've got to reinforce that. It was just I thought for this particular game that Cody would be a better fit today, and so it was a tough call, yeah, to answer your question, it was a pretty tough call.
How good was your defence today, Steve?
Sorry?
How good was your defence?
Oh, I thought it was a big improvement on last week.
Adam, what was that like to have the change of halfback? Obviously, they prepared even before the team was announced. That you've been doing training with Isaac and Peter, so it's a big change in a short space of time, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and it's a massive job to do coming into this test match. But I think Cody handled himself really well training this week, and he's a kid that just enjoys playing footy, and I think tonight he just showed what he could do, and he enjoyed it, and I think everyone else around him just built off the back of his energy, and we played some good footy.
Stephen, what was the main difference between this week and last week?
Well, I thought the attitude that we had in defence was the big difference. It's pretty easy to say that with a scoreline of 9-2, but I thought right from the kick-off there was a difference in intensity, commitment with our defence, and as I touched on earlier in the week, it needed to improve, because I thought the English side, and I still think the English side, I thought they played very well in the first test, and they're a very, very good footy team, and we needed to treat them with the respect they deserved, and that's through a commitment in defence, and I thought the boys did that pretty well today.
Stephen, what did you make of the whole Olympic Stadium London experience? Are you a fan of it?
Oh, I mean, the stadium's fantastic, and it's just getting there. Gee, tell you. But again, we understand that's part of the landscape, I guess, of London. There seems to be roadworks on every road, coming out here. But
We'll just put that for you, Stephen.
oh, well, we found them. But from that sense, it's wonderful. I mean, to get the crowd that we had here today, and it's a special day. With Remembrance Day tomorrow, so I thought it was a wonderful occasion. it's easy to sit here, because we were the victors today. But I thought overall, the week and what today was about was fantastic.
Steve, are the rucks sort of policed a bit differently today, and how big a call is it going to be during the week when they decide which fella controls the third test?
Yeah, well, again, I don't know if they're policed differently. I mean, no, I don't think there was any more penalties. I don't know what the penalty count was, but I don't think there was any more penalties than there were last week. Again, from our point of view, I just thought from a defensive point of view, I just thought we had a lot more commitment today with our defensive effort.
Can I just ask you, Adam, about that? Did you find it easier to play today with an Australian referee and NRL referee a bit more used to?
I didn't feel any different. There was different interpretations out there, but we can't do much about it. We've just got to get on and play football, and we got penalties there and they got penalties. We just had to turn up, and the boys just kept turning up in defence, and that's what we're going to need next week.
I'll just ask you about, last week you faded badly in the second half. England came on strong and dominated you as the game went on. How did you prepare for this game to ensure that wouldn't happen again? That you wouldn't run out of gas? Yeah,
I just like Mook said from the get-go, I think our energy was up right to the end, and even when we made mistakes and we were playing football, the boys were, heads up high, giving each other a pat on the back and just, reminding each other just to keep playing football. And that's what I felt like out there, is that we never gave up on what we were trying to do. We just kept playing footy.
What did you think when the video referee didn't give James Graham's try?
I guess it's a relief, but it was close there, but he gave it no try. So, and even then, it was still, it still could have gone either way. But we just kept working hard and kept enjoying ourselves.
Adam, how are you feeling? How are you feeling at half time? Sort of felt like the Kiwis hadn't got the points that their dominance deserved.
Yeah, well, I felt like we were building pressure, and that's what we've been trying to do. And no matter if we weren't converting, at least we were building pressure. And that was a big part of our our team this week, is to try and build pressure. And hopefully at the end we'll crack them. And we were lucky enough to get a try there, and Cody disallowed a try, but there was plenty of options there for us, and we hung in there right to the end.
Been two tight games, obviously, two very intense games. Sold out a Wigan next week, sets it up lovely.
Does, doesn't it? Yes, and again, I think that's I think that's what everyone expected. That's our expectation to once again. I just think today's performance from our point of view, I don't think it's going to be good enough next week. So I know England will certainly be looking to improve their performance, and so from that perspective, it makes it a real challenge for us next week, and one we'll certainly look forward to. We'll look at the areas that we need to improve on early this week, and make sure we take our best game. I think it's 1 o'clock next Saturday, which will be a bit different. But we'll make sure we take our best performance to the DW Stadium, I think it's called.
Steve, were you a bit surprised that the English team didn't put you under more pressure with their kicking game? Because I thought your one area where you were clearly better than England today was in that regard.
Oh, I think it comes off the back of I got asked that question by a radio journalist earlier, and it comes off the back of I thought we gained the ascendancy through our attitude in defence, and sometimes when you do that, you get yourself in a position far enough upfield where you're in a position to put in decent kicks. And so last week I thought England did that really well to us. So I don't think it was a matter of them having their kicking game was off today. I just think it was I guess the arm wrestle or the battle, particularly in the middle of the field. I thought we gained a little bit of ascendancy today. Last week it was England, so I think they all it plays a part in, like you say, the fancy stuff with the kicks.
You made a couple of changes to your bench this week in my experience. Do you feel that was a good payoff?
Oh, I think so. I think Lewis, when he got on, he brought some real energy. He's a hardened pro. He's played a heap of NRL games. he's done a job for us before. Alex Glenn did the same. But I thought it was a combined, attitude shift. I just, one fellow I want to, give a rap today is Tohu Harris. I thought, his effort today was pretty special. 80 minutes, right edge, left edge, through the middle.
Created you try, crucially.
Yeah, he did. So I thought, I thought he was pretty good today.
If you're picking the team again for next week, in the next few minutes, would you pick the same 17, Steve? I'm a bit of a deep thinker, so I have to have a real good think about that, and I'll let you know probably a couple of hours before next week. Right.
Just a thought on Jordan Carr, who had he been practicing drop kicks, drop goals in training and that sort of thing?
They all practice. They all practice drop goals. You've been to training, the forwards are practicing drop
I haven't
goals,
seen him practicing it.
haven't you? Oh no, I mean he's he's pretty handy kicker, so I could see him shift himself to the middle of the field, so it was pretty obvious that he was going to have a crack, and like I said, he's got a good strike of the footy, thankfully.
And what's the thinking behind Isaac Luke taking some penalties and taking some conversions?
Yeah, I mean, Isaac was off the field today. Isaac was off the field when Jordan took the conversion, so that's the reasoning behind that. And Isaac, when he was on the field for the penalty at the end, he probably should have given it to Jordan, no? In hindsight.
Knowing what you know about English crowds, I'm really surprised by a lack of intensity in the stand tournaments.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Well, I think I think the crowds have been pretty good. I'm not too sure where that's coming from. From my perspective, I think today was was a hard. Again, I don't think it was the prettiest game of football, but it was a good old test match, and so I know we didn't have the flashy tries and what have you, but I think the crowds for me have been good. It's always been a real enjoyment playing in front of English crowds. I know the lads enjoy it. They get right behind their team. They'll certainly know about it next week at Wigan. So I think it's been a bit hard there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Blair.
See you next week, Steve.